We are the second to last people boarding this flight. We are so late. We showed up to our gate. They like weren't about to take us at all or help us. It's not our fault. It's the rental car's fault. But we're like sprinting, and apparently it's a 20-minute walk to our gate. Oh, this way.
I wish you a safe journey. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and once again, no apologies for any delay at all.
Dear passengers, welcome to Dublin, where the local time is 5 minutes past 11 o'clock. Thank you for choosing to fly with Play, and Merry Christmas to you all.
We're gonna have to take a trip to TK Maxx for sure, because I don't know how long our suitcase is gonna be able to handle this for. Merry Christmas Eve. We have made it to Ireland. We woke up in Iceland this morning, took a 2-hour flight to Ireland. We just got our car. Sean is driving on the opposite side of the road, but we're not scared. We've got it in the bag because we took a 2-week vacation all through England, Wales, all the way up to Scotland not that long ago. So you can just ignore those beepings. That's not us. We are pros at this point, so we're good. The plan today is to drive all the way to Belfast, and then we're gonna explore as much of Northern Ireland as we can in just the small amount of time that we have, and then we're gonna make our trek back to Dublin. Welcome to Northern Ireland. We just got into Belfast and then we made it to our hotel. I'm gonna give you a quick little hotel room tour. They upgraded us to have this beautiful view. So Merry Christmas to us. And then we are going to head in the car and drive you guys around, see as much as we can. It's almost 3 p.m. so we're a little bit limited on time, but still, it'll be fine. You walk in and then you've got wardrobe to the left and bathroom to the right. You've got a sitting area, a bed, no split duvets, but we'll manage. And then you've got this beautiful dresser slash desk situation. And then they gave us a corner room, so we've got a beautiful panoramic view. And on days that are probably not as windy as today, it looks like they offer water activities down there. And yeah, this city actually is pretty busy for it being Christmas Eve. So we don't really know what's open and what's not, but we will find our way around for sure. Look at the beautiful mountains in the background. All of the architecture. Just love it. It's a cold Christmas Eve night in Donegal. We drove for 2 hours from Belfast to get here. We drove through so many adorable and quaint little towns and farmhouses.
That looks like the haunted tower.
We loved every bit of that drive. Totally worth the 2 hours. And then Sean just pointed out this, hopefully y'all can see it in the darkness, but that looks very haunting. That's the Donegal Castle. Sean says that he knows about this town because it's in songs and movies.
I don't think so.
So I'm so glad that he knows about this town though, because it's precious. I mean, it's super charming. This is the building in Belfast where the Christmas market is held. We wanted to make it there before they closed, but we were exploring other cities a little too late today, so unfortunately we weren't able to go. And then a local told us earlier today about grabbing food at Cathedral Quarters, but again, our explorations this afternoon took a little bit more time than we thought, and so once we got back to Belfast, everything was closed. We ended up having dinner at the hotel, and then we just tried to go to a pub called Ronnie Drew's. They're shutting down as we speak, so we're just gonna head back to the hotel. It's probably for the best since we were up at 5 a.m. this morning, and we have a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Good morning. We are currently in Derry / Londonderry. We're not really sure what to call it, but it is Christmas, so Merry Christmas. Our Christmas breakfast is a bag of potatoes and some protein bars because everything is closed. But we have been driving around this town. It is so beautiful. The cameras and the clips that I took just do not do it justice, but I'm going to share what we've been seeing this morning with you guys. And then we had the chance to drive around the cemetery, and it was just so beautiful to see everyone visiting their loved ones, dropping off flowers. There were florists outside the cemetery, so they had tons of things that you could bring to your loved ones, and it was just really beautiful to see. We figured that sightseeing would be a really good thing to do today because everyone will be celebrating the Christmas festivities with their families, and the national parks and points of interest won't be as busy today. So we've got a whole page full of stuff that we want to take you to. I'm gonna butcher a majority of these names today, but we're still bringing you to them. Our first stop after Derry is Benon Beach. Anyways, that's where we're going. There will be people that watch our traveling vlogs that get very passionate and almost angry because we didn't choose to do certain things that they would have done on their trip. What people don't realize too is that even if I don't get out my camera and film certain experiences or things that we're seeing or enjoying, it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. So we may be driving through different villages and doing different experiences that just don't make it into the vlog. If there is something that's like a must-do that we just don't get around to and you want other people to know about it, please leave it in the comment section below. But just don't get angry at us for our travel itinerary. If it's something that you want to do it on your trip. Don't get angry at us if we don't do it. Okay, with that being said, we're almost to our second destination of the day. This beach is absolutely beautiful. You get the cliffs and the waterfalls, and then you pan over here and you've got city life, water, you've got a beautiful monument towards the back of where we're going. This is so nice. You can drive your car on the beach, obviously. This is definitely a 10 out of 10 recommend. We passed by the Musenden or Musenden temple, and the employee was locking the gates, but we're hoping to be able to at least see a little bit of it, so wish us luck. Unfortunately, the temple was closed, but we have just made it to Port Stewart. So we're gonna drive around here, and I know there are a few stops that we wanna make around here before going to our next stop. Our next stop is 83 Ballyray Road. This is 83 Ballyray Road. You can pull along the several parking lots that they have, and you can get out and you can walk to the edge of the cliffs and take photos. Next stop, Portrush. We drove through Portrush, and I don't know if we're missing something there, but we just drove through the town and we didn't see much. But I know that Portrush is around a bunch of little stops that are supposed to be beautiful, and there's the castle as well right next to Portrush. So that's our plan. We're at White Rocks Beach right now. We've got the cliffs. Sean said that there's someone swimming in the water. It is a very, very chilly day, so that person is very brave. Sean is down there checking out the beach, and I made a U-turn. I'm gonna walk up these steps to the top of the cliff. This is absolutely beautiful. This trail leads all the way over there. There is no other word to describe this view than just absolutely stunning. All the way out in the distance. We're gonna try to see if we can enter the castle on Christmas Day. I know it's free to walk around the castle, but you have to pay to walk inside, I believe. But just in case we don't get to experience the castle or get any closer than this, that is our view, and holy smokes, that's amazing. I hope that y'all can see what's in the distance. One end of a rainbow going right into the ocean. And then it looks like there are people out there doing some water sports. As we expected, the castle is closed, but we are able to get this close to it. Now we are headed to the infamous Giant's Causeway. We are halfway through our trek to the Causeway, but I have been loving seeing all these dogs living the best dog life, running around. Our dogs would have loved this. Giant's Causeway, 11 out of 10 recommend. It's so beautiful, and we really lucked out because the crowds are minimal today. There are still tourists here. Of course, we're not the only ones, but very minimal, and I can imagine how busy this place can get. Sean and I are now back at the hotel. We just finished having a Christmas roast at the restaurant, and then we are going to shower and hit the hay because we have a big day ahead of us tomorrow. We left Giant's Causeway right before the sun went completely down, and then right before it started to rain. So it was a really good time to get out, but then by the time we drove away, it was pitch black. So we had to table the rest of the places that we didn't get to today. We're gonna go there tomorrow, but we got a lot done today. So I'm really proud of us. We got great pictures. There were 3 things that were really hard to find today. However, the locals did warn us about this because it's Christmas Day today. It's gonna be Boxing Day tomorrow, and the city's just gonna shut down over here. So the first thing was toilets. It was nearly impossible, literally impossible to find any open public restrooms today. It was extremely hard to find food. I'm very grateful that we packed snacks, because if we didn't, we wouldn't have eaten anything today except for when we got back to the hotel. The third thing was trying to find gas/petrol. That was so hard to find. Apple Greens was open, but it wouldn't take our card. Yesterday it took our card, but today it was not accepting our card. And every other gas station that we passed in all of the cities that we drove past were closed, which is crazy because in America things shut down, but the gas stations are always gonna be open. We just wanna know how everybody was getting around here without the gas stations being open. We filled up our gas tank yesterday, so we were able to get around a bunch, but we didn't really want to push it because by the time we were done seeing everything that we saw today, our gas tank was almost empty. And so we were like, okay, let's just head back to the hotel too, so we don't run out of gas on the side of the road. So anyways, let me know how y'all are getting around when the gas stations are closed. What do you do? We're gonna end the night tonight, and we will see you tomorrow for a full day of exploring.